Hi, my Virgo. Welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for your self and love guidance. And if you want to see a little bit more in deep what is going on for this month of March, especially in love, you can go back to the monthly. But right now, what I'm doing is just something really tiny to help you to move towards April with the right foot. So let's start with your reading. Let's look at this. I'm sorry about my phone. Um, Let me turn uh, the messages off so you don't have issues with this. Okay, so your first card is the Sun and is in reverse. So that's your general energy that is going to be for the last 2 weeks of March from the 17th to the 31st. And one more card under it was the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles reverse. So let's talk about this card and the Seven of Pentacles. First of all, you have set goals that probably were big, things that you wanted to do, and I think you are kind of like feeling the Sun is always a good card. Don't take this wrong. For my Virgos, this is positive. This is a beautiful card and is never negative. But your perception is or has been a bit distorted, because I think that the goals that you want or you have in your mind, in your thoughts, were very probably overly optimistic or kind of like unrealistic. And I think even if they're realistic, I think you are making or taking the steps to ahead. Like you are focusing in the future already and where the goal is, and oh, this is going to be like this. But you need to focus in how the steps are. So I think you are moving too fast in your brain, in your mind, in your thoughts. So you kind of like feeling maybe this is not worth it. Things are not going the way I want it. Remember, this is for any area of your life. It could be for love, a relationship, with family, colleagues, work, whatever it is. But it is not true. It's just your perception of things. Maybe you need to revise things of what is, maybe you need to revise things. Um, you still need to persevere whatever you want, right? But maybe it's not working out the way you want it because, like I said, you moving too fast. Like your mind is flying toward the end instead of just looking at the objectives first, right? One thing is your goals. Where's your objective? Like, how are you going to get there? You know? Because when I see what you need to avoid, guess what? It literally is telling me that you are having a solid foundation with a tower, and you will be success with your efforts. Like you are putting a lot of efforts and you're just going down in your optimism because you feel like it's not working out exactly how you want. But just focus on something else that I'm going to talk about it in this one. And what you need to avoid literally is like nothing really, because you're going to have a financial gate. Something's coming towards you. Maybe from something that you did in the past, you're going to get a little bit of income, a gain, financial. So it's going to be good for you, Virgo. You doing the right thing. Just go step by step. And you might hear someone getting married too, or maybe some of you Virgos are getting married. And it could be also that you guys are organizing your marriage and you guys are already very overly happy, but then you don't realize how many steps you have to take to go to the altar. Because what you need to focus on is taking the steps, right? Taking the steps now, which it means focusing the steps you're taking in the now, not in the tomorrow. Everything goes step by step. And you are already, from here, you're already looking here, looking at the goal here. I was like, yeah, but then why you have to be negative? Like you distorting your perception of things going wrong when you only need to focus in this first to get there. You see what I'm saying? And your lesson is going to be freedom. And freedom means basically that you are opening to receive a new wisdom, right? Um, and whatever you choose to do, it's about you, right? Whatever your decision is based upon what you want, not in people's expectation. And you're responsible to create your own reality. You see? So I think you're going to pass through all of this just because you need to focus in what you want. You have the power and free will to create your own happiness, and maybe you being feeling running too fast to get to the end because you feel like all the people's expectation has nothing to do with what will make you happy, and you need to learn to enjoy the freedom. Okay, when it comes to love life, this is a little depth inside how you're going to obtain a bit of love or fix things in your love and what's going on for this last 2 weeks of March. Well, it's look what happens. Two cards are mainly the has the a similarity of messages and communication. And the card in front of it is the sickle, and the card in front of this one too is the grave. And it says, you're probably stuck. You probably, usually the mountain means delays and challenges and obstacles, and also could be something stopping you for transform and change the way you communicate, or yeah, the way you're communicating. Someone probably cut some communications with you, or you decided to cut it. But if you need to change it, let me just go into details with this because I really need to know why and how can we kind of fix this a little bit, because I see you being cut off, like, or you cut off someone. Well, if you are dealing with someone who is really annoying you, cut it off, right? But all right, it's about your spirit and your mind and your thoughts. And I think is you need to go in within in a certain way. Oh, look at this. It's about feeling secure and I feel comfortable. So whatever you do, if you're cutting off someone and someone's cutting off with you, going within, reflect, because that's what the tree means, and do whatever you have to do that makes you comfortable. That's the message. Just do whatever you want to do that makes you comfortable and focusing on family, right? It's about you and within and your goals when it comes to your love life. So you might be cutting off conversation with people, or people cutting off conversations with you when it comes to terms of relationships, either with the past or someone that you like, because this is you as a solo. You have nobody. So it seems like something's going on in terms of communications with someone that you like, or they just cutting you off. So just remember that the only way you can fix this is when you go in within, reflect before you communicate, make sure that you feel comfortable when you say it, or you make how the other person feels comfortable talking to you too. So it's something you probably need to check. Okay. When it comes to my couples, marry or not married, living together or not, but you in a committed relationship, is saying, the good thing about you guys that you can, or you have to constantly show appreciation to your partner. So my Virgos, that is one of the messages for you. Show constantly that affection, signs of affections, giving the gift, not obviously in the material way, I think, but emotion. Like, I think it's more like working in that foundation of the relationship. You show that you appreciate the love and the affection from your partner. Remember, also, it's about freedom, and it's about what we do too. You guys, how we include that freedom and that message of freedom and your soul lesson into your relationship with love. Okay, maybe you need to give freedom to speak to people for my solo, right? As long as they're comfortable and you feel comfortable with it too. right? And for my couples, remember, you guys need to explore, feel free, and don't feel frustrated if things are not working out. You just keep showing love and things will work out pretty good, okay? So for my Virgos, I hope I help you in any way, and I send you much love, much light, and I'll see you in April. Ciao.